Hello guys, it's been some time since the Monty rework, and 4 years ago I made my first and last video on Monty, and in Siege in general, only montages since then, which you should watch. A lot has changed since then, with Monty, with the rework, making, I'd say, him more complex and harder to play. A lot of people are still completely lost when, it comes to how to play shield ops correctly, you know. I know because like my most played operators are Blitz, Monty, and Fuse this season in order of play time. Some people call it toxic, especially the top Blitz pick. But I have to admit, as much as shields are very, very powerful, the most underrated part of the game. If you know what you're doing, it's very easy to counter them, especially if you play in a team. But it's ranked 2024. That doesn't really happen. Especially, that's why I'm making this video, especially in the current meta. If you have a duo, trio, or even solo, a shield is really often a good pick. So I'm making this tutorial to just kind of instruct people how to play shields effectively. Specifically, this one is for Monty. Maybe I can make one for Blitz, Clash, Fuse, whatever. I don't know, maybe let me know if you want that. So tip number one is, you're basically a drone. Monty is just a human drone with a big shield in front of him. And I'm not kidding when I say you're a better intel source than an actual drone, Because first of all, you are there, you have constant updates, Nobody has to be on cams, not actually holding a gun, not in the game. Constantly yellow ping the enemies, and being able to just go in somewhere, no fucking drone needed, just being able to barge in to see if it's clear is very useful. But there are a few caveats. You're not invincible, You're hard to kill, but you're not invincible. But you are invincible if you do it right, You need to take it slow. Especially if you go into part of the map that's not been droned, with a lot of corners, you need to check every corner. When I say every corner, check every fucking corner, Use the free look option. Monty didn't have this in the past, so to check a corner, you needed to expose yourself to another angle. This free look stuff, man, look left, right, above you, below you. I don't care, there always could be a guy, There's always some warden main in a corner somewhere, other side of the map, trying to get some peeks. Second thing is, use the voice chat, Give calls basically 24/7 if you're with teammates, so they know what's up, Especially if Monty almost never is alone, Monty alone is a lot worse. So if you have a teammate, especially one which is better, give him calls, tell him where he's speaking, left, right, he's swinging, all this, you know what's up. So you're basically the best intel source because, nobody has to be on a drone. It's very instant, He peeks, it's instant that the other guy can react. On to the next tip number 2. You are more than just a drone. Many Montys, they forget they have a gun. Fucking use it, please. If you see one guy distracted by your team pushing the other side, man, just ADS him. He's not looking at you. By the time he can even hear the ADS and look at you, you've already killed him, Don't be hesitant to be a little aggressive, Aggressive Montys. Man, if it's a high pressure situation, you're the defender, the last thing you want is some aggressive Monty on you. It's a guaranteed kill. Especially 2v1, 3v1. Since the enemy does not know where to put his attention now. Imagine you're the defender. You're holding, I don't know, top rafters garage. You know that there's one guy outside, but the other guy's a Monty, bro. As Monty, just walk up the stairs. Keep de-extending this guy. Bait him towards you and tell your teammate when to swing. And even if, the other guy gets a kill on your teammate, that's more than enough time for you to ADS him and kill him, Time it with your teammates, That's why I say pay attention, with Monty. Peripheral vision, game sense. If you have good game sense, you become a 10 times better Monty because you know how to time stuff very well. Aiming in like a 1vx, 1v1, 1v2, it's, it can be done, but I don't recommend it. Except for like a few scenarios which I will cover later. And if it's just you and another guy and you're blocking the door, don't ADS him. The guy's probably aiming at your head. There are a few times where you can actually try to win that fight. This takes a lot more skill, and even then, it kind of depends on the enemy being pretty bad. Is when you need to make a play. like you're stuck, you know, you need to make a play, you have an opportunity, you can do it, you know. But more on this a bit later, you know. About the de-extending thing, you de-extend, you extend again, you know, the classic Monty, oh, I'm ADSing you, oh, no, I'm not, you know, like, it has no risk, basically, to you, if it's a 1vx or a xv1, you know, and even if he doesn't take the bait and he starts shooting at your teammate, just ADS him. Like, the ADS speed is good, it got buffed from last season, it's quite good. It's not like the old instant fucking revolver one tap, you know, deleted off the map, but it's quite good now. Tip number 3 is, as Monty, my man, plant the fucking diffuser and just stand there. I said this in my last video, not much has changed with that. Monty is the best 1v1 post plant. I'm not kidding when I say I've played maybe hundreds of 1v1 Monty post plants, and I think I've lost like 1 or 2, you know. Even with a Legion, Smoke, or whatever the fuck, you know, Oryx is a bit different, there's an exception. You know, nothing can be done against you, you know. There's a very specific formula. Usually you plant when you're safe, you know, let's say you plant, it's fucking 5v5, blah blah blah, site execute. You know, your whole team dies, it's just you versus the other guy. What do? Or you stand in a corner or something. It tries to melee you, look right, can't do anything, you know. It tries to C4 you, move back, you know. It does 60 damage, you can tank it. No, impacts won't kill you. If it's a smoker, try to smoke you, just move. You know, and know that when he pulls out the smoke, he can't use his gun. So you can kind of sprint and kind of take some more risks, you know. You know, Monty is the king of post plant. So the guy can't kill you, right, in a post plant. And he's on a time limit. It's the defender on a time limit, not the attacker. So he's gonna try to defuse. When he defuses, de-extend, he's gonna get off the defuse and just extend again. Like, what's he gonna do? If he stays on the defuse, you de-extend, you wait a second or something to see if he's sticking it, ADS, boom, dead. He gets off, you extend again, wasting more time, he doesn't have time to defuse. You can't realistically lose a Monty 1v1 post plant. It almost never happens, except for some lucky stuff, you know. For Oryx you need to play a bit more aggro. Now with the new melee stuff that basically does a reverse Oryx on him. Know that your knife animation is very quick. It's quicker than a normal knife animation, so if you time it right, which it's mostly luck, you know, you can beat the Oryx at his own game and throw him back. Thing is with Oryx, never give him a direct line of sight on you. The guy dashes in a straight line. If you're to 45 degrees behind some kind of wall, use cover, you know, even if you're full extended, can't get to you, you know. If you see him dashing and you're a good distance away, just ADS him, you know, like it takes a while for him to get his gun up, you know. So Oryx, you know, it's scary. If you play it right, the guy's also useless against you. Some side tips, especially about the melee. The melee is broken, especially in a 1v1. I still prefer ADSing, you know. It's that old style of play. I still like ADSing more than melee. If the guy's distracted and you melee him, it's done, bro. Like, you can do whatever you want. You melee him again because he's stunned, or ADS him, he's stunned. It's very good for clutches. Let's say you're in a 1v2 and you manage to throw one guy on the ground. You can quickly ADS, kill the other guy, and then kill him. It takes skill, you know, but it's very useful. I've done stuff like it before. About secondary gadgets, I usually take smoke. Sometimes EMP, sometimes hard breach. I take like hard breach if like nobody else has like one and maybe we need one. Or EMP if nobody has an EMP and I know we'll need one. But smokes are the most useful for getting a plant down, smoking off sidelines. Especially people use smokes for like planting and running in. Just a tip that not many people know is just throw smokes at the enemy, bro. Like, what are they gonna do? They can't see you. Just smoke off their sidelines and you can make plays with this, you know, especially if it's in a 1v1. This applies a lot more to Blitz because it's faster. But using smokes effectively is really good. Gun choice, as much fun as the revolver is, you know, being able to just fucking delete people. It's a nice gun. The pistol is better. You know, it does decent damage. Chances are if you're ADSing somebody, you're not counting on the thing doing 80 damage, you know. The revolver is good. If you want to run it, you can run it. I use the pistol, sometimes the revolver if I'm a bit goofy. So stupid. Plant positions, use your shield. The shield goes on your back when you plant. So basically position yourself so they can't shoot you. If you do this on a doorway or behind cover, you're basically unkillable when you plant unless they rush you, which if you're planting and it's a 1v1, that's a bit difficult. But if it's like a 2vx or something, or xv1, you plant, you're invincible basically if you do it right. Now the most cool thing ever, Monty clutch, Monty solo clutch. I've done it so many times, the 1v5s, many 1v5s, 1v4s, 1v3s. You can't always win them. If the enemy's smart, they know that all they have to do to win against the Monty is nothing, you know, just sit still, hold a crossfire, like, you can't look both ways at once. But most people, they don't know how to play Monty, let alone play against the Monty. So what they do is they rush you. So go sit outside somewhere, take a few free kills, the last two guys on the team, after you kill 3 of them, will be like, oh guys, play safe. Try to get the plant down, and then it comes to your individual Monty skill. You can do it, you know. Monty 1v5s it's very possible. On to playmaking, this for all shields. No, shields you can play passive aggressive, you can play aggressive. But what's really fun is if you really make a play, you know, let's say, I don't know, take Outback, you're stuck at like the double door to piano from outside and you're stuck at games, you know. Everybody's looking at you, got a bunch of trap shields, you can't take it out. What the fuck do you do? Well, you are Monty, you know, you can, let's say on the door to piano, you can smoke off the rotate, smoke off the hallway, I don't know, coordinate a bit, you know. You really need to try to make plays, and especially because you got a shield in front of you, you have a lot more liberty, you know, like, I didn't put this in the background clips, but there's this play of me with Blitz, and I noticed the team was a bit struggling. It applies also to Monty. Noticed the team was a bit struggling. So I run into games, it's on Outback. I smoke off the right side, which leads to piano. Smoke off the left side. Boom, with Blitz it's worth better because you have a flash, you know. Boom, I kill a random ass bandit who's in bathroom. Obviously he doesn't expect me, you know. And I retreat because with shields what's very nice is getting a kill and going the fuck back, you know. Just claiming that kill, getting the advantage, you know. So that's basically it. There are a few minor things, but these are most of it's stuff you learn the more you play it. The more you play, the better you get at it, you know. Especially in a stack. Solo queue Monty is it's funny. In a stack or even a duo, Monty is really nice, you know. In my opinion, there's nothing better than having a gunner and just a Monty main, you know, like, it's quite nice. Basically, that's it. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. If you want like a Blitz or Fuse tutorial, I can make it. But yeah, that's it guys. Enjoy it, please play Monty more, but not against me because I will still wreck you.